You're listening to the Services Brief, part of Main Street Media. I'm Taylor. It's Monday, April 27th. 3 stories across the service economy and what each one means for the owner. Daikin pushed through a price increase of up to 10% across all residential and commercial HVAC products effective April 1st. Carrier raised residential systems 6%, light commercial 8%, and applied commercial 10% on March 1st. That's the second round of increases this year for both manufacturers, and the announced numbers do not include the impact of recent tariffs on copper, aluminum, and steel. For an HVAC owner, the math is simple. If your repricing did not catch up with March, your gross margin on every system installed in April is down 4 to 10 points. That's real money on a $14,000 changeout. The contractors who got out ahead of this raised their flat rate pricing in February, sent every existing customer a letter explaining why, and pre-bought spring inventory before March 1st. The contractors who did not are absorbing the increase right now and hoping the summer rush makes up for it. Action this week. Pull your last 10 installs, recalculate gross margin against current OEM pricing, and republish your flat rate book before May 1st. If you sell Main 10 ANSE agreements, those need a fresh look too. The parts cost in your renewals just went up. ACHR News published a contractor survey this month showing 25% of residential contractors are now using AI in some part of their business. That number was nearly zero 18 months ago. Of the contractors who adopted, 48% report measurable productivity gains, 45% report time savings, and 32% say it improved customer experience. The use cases are not exotic. Most of them are call transcription that autofills CRM notes, AI dispatchers that route the right tech to the right job, and proposal generators that turn a text voice memo into a written estimate before they leave the driveway. ServiceTitan, HouseCall Pro, and Field Edge have been embedding these features into their core platforms over the past year, which means the cost of entry is a software tier upgrade, not a separate AI vendor. For a service owner with employees, the implication is that the productivity floor is rising. A 6-truck shop running AI-assisted dispatch and proposals is squeezing out the equivalent of 1 extra tech's worth of revenue without adding payroll. If you are competing for the same customers without those tools, you are paying more in labor for the same output. Action this week. Ask your field service software vendor what AI features are included in your current tier and which ones they have added in the past 6 months. Most owners are already paying for capabilities they are not using. VIO Med Spa, the Freeman Spogli-backed med spa chain, opened its national headquarters in Nashville this month. The company now operates 6 Type 4 locations across 20 states with more than 200 territories sold or in development. And they were named the #1 med spa franchise in Entrepreneur's Franchise 500 for the 3rd year running. The strategic move worth watching is multi-unit territory sales. VIO is signing 3 and 4 unit agreements with single operators rather than chasing single location franchisees. Freeman Spogli funded the build-out and centralized marketing infrastructure to support that, and the new Nashville HQ is built around discovery days for prospective multi-unit owners. For an independent personal services owner, salon, gym, med spa, anything that depends on recurring memberships and repeat treatments, the implication is that your local market is being claimed. PE-backed regional rollouts move fast, and they enter with brand recognition, financing, and centralized marketing you cannot match. The owners who survive the next 3 years either pick a defensible niche the chain cannot operate profitably, or they sell to a regional roll-up while the multiple is still good. Action this week. Pull a competitive scan of your zip code and the 3 adjacent ones. Identify any PE-backed brand that has signed a territory or opened a unit within the past 12 months. That is your real competition, not the independent 2 doors down. That's it for Monday. Find all of Main Street Media's shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Friday for the Business Spotlight.